Мы в парке рептилий. И в парке рептилий проходят шоу каждый час. В разных местах парка разные шоу. Есть расписание при входе, можно его взять и выбирать, какое шоу ты хочешь посмотреть. Но на шоу надо прийти немножко раньше, потому что места там ограничены. И чтобы сидеть где-то ближе, нужно прийти как минимум за полчаса, а может даже и больше. А если вы придете впритык к этому шоу, то вы будете где-то на задворках, где будет ничего не видно и ничего не слышно. Поэтому, казалось бы, можно путешествовать от одного шоу к другому. Но на практике так совсем не получается. И через шоу получается. Одно шоу ты посмотришь, второе пропускаешь. Но каждое шоу настолько интересное. Это шоу, которое мы сейчас смотрим, о змеях и ящерицах. Очень информативное. Я не буду это все переводить. Расскажу только вкратце, что существует более 2900 видов змей. И они распространяются на север до полярного круга, в Скандинавии и на юг через Австралию. Змей можно найти на всех континентах земного шара, кроме Антарктиды. В Гималаях нет змей, там где 16 футов 4900 метров, в Азии. И есть множество островов, на которых змеи отсутствуют. Например, Ирландия, Исландия и Новая Зеландия. Хотя воды Новой Зеландии не часто, но посещаются желтобрюхой морской змеей и полосатым морским крайтом.
Take a sample of the animal's venom, ideally from your arm or your leg. Now, in order to milk this one, first up, the snake is ideally not twisted up on itself. Now, we're going to restrain the snake on this nice soft pillow. There's no more forked stick, that was 100 years ago. And the result was a lot of dead snakes and a lot of dead reptile peoples. Now, so let's pick him up behind the back of the head. You've got to hold the snake firmly enough to secure it, or restrain it, but not so firmly that you injure it. Then you've got to get that snake to bite on a jar. Now the jar's covered in plastic, and today we're going to see if we can hear the sound of a bite. So hold your breath, and get all the sound is slowly screaming. 1 or 2. Righto. Hold your breath, here we go. Alrighty. Now you might have heard that little clickety-click sound. That was the sound of the bite, and your hand's very, very calm. No more DTs for you. Now, we're going to bring this one around so you can have a quick look at it. Upstairs, if we were milking this snake, it's only on that jar, if you like, for about 2.5 seconds, then off and back into the cage. Today, it's going to sit on that vial for around about 2 minutes. So, if you think Scott is moving too quickly, keep in his heart, he wants to be sprinting. Now, to make anti-venom, we don't just do this once or twice. We do this around about 150 times in a single day. At the end of that milking day, if you're very lucky, you've got live Scott, and you've got about 600 to 800 drops of very soon to be freeze-dried venom. You remove the moisture from it, and it takes on a crystalline appearance. We then package the whole up very carefully and send it down to Melbourne to the Commonwealth Serum Laboratories. That's the end of the deal for us, and just the beginning for them. There they reconstitute the venom with normal saline, liquid again, and start to inject minute doses of venom into horses. Now on the very first day, the doses are immeasurably small. It's almost homeopathic in size, even though we all know that homeopathy is reasonably more venom, more antibodies. At the end of that period, we should be able to inject the horse with more than 6 times its own lethal dose of venom. The horse doesn't die. It doesn't even have a headache. And this is the point where we draw some blood from the horse. And we don't do it Godfather style, okay? You're all right, no? And we'll make our next Christmas a little bit cheaper. Alrighty, now... right, now I'll give you ideas. There'll be a row of kids behind that all lined up. Right, now... fingers crossed. I mean, there's really no danger here. You know, it's all very we're highly skilled. All right. You know, I've been working snakes for like quite a few weeks, and Scott here is pretty keen too. Right. Now, what we've got here is the Western Diamondback rattlesnake. Now, this is the big one, if you like. There's about 30 different types or subspecies of rattlesnake. We're going to move this one a little bit so just so you can see him a little more clearly. And we could move him anywhere, but let's face it, we're going to move him over towards Scott and his shorts. Now, righto. 30 different types or subspecies of rattlesnake. The smallest is the Eastern Rock Rattler, full grown, 40 centimetres long, really high pitched rattles. Other end of the spectrum, there are three. Eastern Diamondback, Western Diamondback, and the Timber Rattler. Now, it's an extremely dangerous snake for several reasons. Their striking zone, if you like, isn't 1/3 of their body length. Like many species, it's 1.3 times its body length. Not only that, the snake's got incredibly long jaws. Now, it can strike faster than your eye can see. 420 kilometres an hour is the speed that this animal's head moves during a strike. Now, as you can hear, he's rattling. And if you're thinking, oh mate, he's threatening to attack me, it's not a bad guess, but you are completely wrong. In fact, it's the opposite. Right now, this snake is desperately trying to save my life. He really is. You see, if he was trying to kill me, he wouldn't make a sound. He would allow me to step up within the strike zone and then bang, game over. But he's not, is he? What he's doing is warning me. He's saying, hey mate, hey, can't you hear that sound? Listen, here's the deal, mate. You respond to the rattle and back off and I'll let you live. If you ignore my warning and advance, I will kill you. And this snake certainly can. His fangs are very, very long. In fact, see the really long head? The fangs are about half the length of the head. They're so long that they lie flat against the roof of the mouth. When he opens the mouth, they roll forward. When he closes, they roll back. They're fully articulated fangs. Now, the venom isn't the worst stuff in the world. It's about, well, I don't know, number 18. But it has these horrible, horrific properties. It induces necrosis. It kills the tissue around the bite site. If you're bitten on the hand, you're going to lose some fingers. If you're bitten on the foot, pop, see you later, toes. Best place to be bitten, right on the face. Yeah. This is a snake that used to be very, very rare in private collections. When I first started at the Reptile Park, we had one of these that was laying eggs. There was Australia-wide media interest in it. That's how rare it was. 25 years later, the kid down at number 27 can breed them at home. Now, the snake in question, the black-headed python, Melanocephalus aspidites, black-cephalus head. Now, beautiful-looking snake, and it's got this funny kind of stripy pattern on it. Well, this is perfect camouflage if you live your life in an arid environment. Red drifting sand in the middle of the desert, it has that same sort of appearance. And this animal's major predators are raptors, birds of prey who spy from high in the air. Very difficult to... Beautiful looking snake, and it's got this funny kind of stripy pattern on it. Well, this is perfect camouflage if you live your life in an arid environment. Red drifting sand in the middle of the desert, it has that same sort of appearance. And this animal's major predators are raptors, birds of prey who spy from high in the air. Very difficult to detect this animal. Scrupulous pet shop proprietors in the US were busy flogging these off to enthusiastic young boys like Ethan over there. They were saying things like, oh, it's only going to grow to be 3 feet long in the first 3 months. Young boy took the snake home, talked his parents into keeping it. Fish tank on top of the telly. And time passed, and the snake began to grow. 20 years passed. Young boy's now 35 and only 10 years out of moving out of his parents' home. Now, but the snake's not living in a fish tank anymore. It now occupies the master bedroom in the parents' house. 30-year-old Ethan is now spending his free time cruising the freeways late at night, looking for stray dogs to feed to his pet snake. And along the way, Ethan will collect what we call in the industry a girlfriend. And you know,
reticulated python from Southeast Asia. This is generally regarded as the world's largest snake. Now, it's not the heaviest. The heaviest is the green anaconda from South America. Very bulky, robust snake, not terribly long. Overall, the biggest reticulated python. Now, the largest snake I have on display today is a female reticulated python. That animal is powerful enough to encircle 2 adults with a single coil and suppress their breathing. Now, you might notice I didn't say crush. Big snakes do not crush their prey for 2 reasons. Number 1, it takes an enormous amount of...
without breaking its bones, you should be able to swallow it, even though it may be much larger than your own head. Now, if you're going to do that, you've got to do it the right way. And give an example. That kid there, what's your name, mate? Ethan. If I said to you, Ethan, I need you to swallow a magpie whole, if you put it into your mouth, tail first, you couldn't do it, buddy. You get the wings caught on your ears, you get the claws on your chin. But if your dad held you down, and I put the magpie into your mouth beak first, I could tap it down your throat with a broom handle. Yeah, all right, you'd suffocate. I could do it.
It's problematic for the snake. You see, she doesn't have incisors. She can't bite a bit off. She doesn't have molars. She can't chew her food. She swallows the food whole. You can't do it. You've got broken ribs sticking out sideways. Now, if you kill the animal successfully without breaking its bones, you should be able to swallow it, even though it may be much larger than your own head. Now, if you now, now what I've got here is a baby snake. Well, it's not really a baby. No, when it was a baby, it was in an egg. It's actually about 18 months of age. Oh no, this one's 3 years of age. Weighs about 17 kilos. Now, are you good at holding your breath? You're not? Excellent. Righto. Now, what we're going to do, Kaya, we're going to walk over and we're going to sit on the rock. And just before we go there, stop looking at me like that, okay? I can't control everything, alright? Now, walk over on the rock. Ready? 1, 2, 3, walking. Is that how you normally walk? Alright, okay. Now, walk over here.
Amplified in that run. So many people would argue that that is a form of hearing. Now, if he's refusing to go back in the box, come on, Mr. Kenyon, you want to have a go? Huh? Alright, well, we'll move to plan B. Now, plan B involves presenting the snake with a slightly different option for hiding. And if this is a smallish rattlesnake, oh man, you show him the box and he zooms straight in. But as you can see, this animal is a mature adult, very self-confident, and he doesn't need to hide. In fact, his attitude is, well, mate, I'm not going in there, so it really suits me. All right, go on, in you go, in you go. Come on, in you go, in you go. All right, Scotty, we've got 2 more minutes of fiddling around with him. Then we need to move to stage 3. All right, now. Going to go in. We might get a volunteer for that. Ideally, a naive kitty or an orphan. No follow-up questions there. Alrighty, now we go. Alright, we're going to stage 3. Now, this is actually far more tricky. In stage 3, the snake won't go into the box. We need to put him in there. Right, now, the way we'll do it, a twin lift. Oh, here we go, Scotty, fantastic. How those shorts working for you, mate. Now, people say, why do I wear long pants in the hot, mate? I go, oh, well, just to stay alive. Now, all right. Get down there. Oh, no, head down there. Now, this is anything else. This is a python. Scotty would have grabbed it, got bitten, everybody would be cheering, and the snake would be back in the box. But
where's
up there, we need 5 staff present, not jockeys, if you get the drift. Now, 5 to get it out. You want to weigh that snake in front of the crowd, you need about 7 staff. Very, very powerful animal. The teeth on that snake up there are around about 2 centimetres in length. They're big, gnarly teeth. They face backwards in the snake's head. So when it bites something, if the thing pulls, it gets stuck further on the teeth, allowing the snake enough time to get a couple of coils around its chest. Righto.
Hey, man.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late. I've been upstairs having a chat with the management, and they want me to be nicer to the kids. Yes, I know you can appreciate my dilemma. It doesn't actually sit very comfortably with me, but I have determined a way to satisfy both my own personal agenda and the requirements of the owners of the Reptile Park. I wonder if we have a family here with us today, a family with a couple of children of similar ages, children that bicker, fight and quarrel at every opportunity. Now that sort of just about narrows it down to all of you, doesn't it? But look at this man up here. Which of those children are yours, sir? All three. Just out you come. Now, this is George, and George is a chameleon. Now, I've got quite a few of these here at the park, and to be honest, some of them are very aggressive. But George is a calmer chameleon. Now, don't go, oh, that was a really good joke. The eyes, they move independently. He can look forwards and backwards at the same time. He's like the Roman god Janus. And Janus was the two-headed Roman god who could look forward to the upcoming year or could reflect upon the preceding one. That's how we get the term January from Janus. Well, like Janus, he can process completely separate images in his brain simultaneously. Now, if you're an adult, that's astonishing. Look at that kid. He doesn't care. Why would he? It's a young boy who can Instagram, text message, play Xbox and watch television all while pretending to do his homework. Well, multitasking, yes. Processing separate images, no, not quite. Now, we love these little guys. Oh, they're so sad.
It's a young boy who can Instagram, text message, play Xbox and watch television all while pretending to do his homework. Well, multitasking, yes.
You're right. Dan, quick, move. You have to move. Oh my God. Oh no. What's happened? Oh, you haven't. You have. Come on, you two. Come on, get out. Come on, get out. We've got to try and rehabilitate Dan in there. Come on. This way. Come on. Get out of the way. It's going to be Indian takeaway if you're not careful, boys. Righto. Come on. In this way. Come on. Move this out of the way. Righto. Now, if you're a 7-year-old kid, you know exactly what you're looking at here. If you sort of missed out on the dinosaur craze, what we've got here is the Spinosaurus. Now, this animal was a carnivore that lived in the Serengeti in North Africa. If you know where Kenya is today, well, that's fundamentally where this animal was. Now, the one we've got on the other side is a hatchling Tyrannosaurus Rex. In the real world, this animal would have stood 5 meters tall, and we have a crying child. Hey, five, mate, unreal. Thanks, mate, very well done. Alrighty, we're going to tick this one up as a success with a kite. Is that your phone, Dan? It is Tim's phone, isn't it? But it's coming from... You're a kitty. What? Good God. Yeah. Oh, it's a dirty, stinky phone. And... hello? Dr. Chris Brown. Hey, how you going? Yeah. How's Africa going, all right? Yeah. Tootsie for...
Come on, get out of the way. It's going to be Indian takeaway if you're not careful, boys. Right, come on. In this way. Come on. Move this out of the way. Now, if you're a 7-year-old kid, you know exactly what you're looking at here. If you sort of missed out on the dinosaur craze, what we've got here is the Spinosaurus. Now, this animal was a carnivore that lived in the Serengeti in North Africa. If you know where Kenya is today, well, that's fundamentally where this animal was. Now, the one we've got on the other side is a hatchling Tyrannosaurus Rex. Now that was just completely disgusting. Dan, that arm behind you there, mate, that's the bait we use for him. What we want to do is try and get him back out of here. Come on, you two. Come on. That's it, quick, get your legs up, or get cut off. Oh, quick. Alrighty.
Let me! Jesus! Your head must be bigger when you're under!
That's it, quick, get your legs up, or get cut off. Oh, quick. Alrighty.
Let me! Oh, Jesus! Jesus! Your head must be bigger when you're older!
Different. That thing's full grown. This is a lizard that can bite you like a dog. In fact, this is a lizard that could sever the finger of a smallish child. Pop your finger out, sweetheart. No. You're telling her to do it.
I'll do it, I'll do it.
You're a sicko, Dad. I'll probably get a bit of work here, mate, with that attitude. Now, this is the Argentinian tegu, and that's how you pronounce it. Tegu. T-E-G-U. Tegu. If you're American, you pronounce it tegu. But you'd be incorrect. The term is tegu. And while we're on it, it's a python. It's not python, it's just python. Okay? If you can't say it, don't say it. Alright? Now, number 2, Sri Lankan water monitor. And number 3, the Argentinian tegu. Now, this is a lizard that's so smart, you can teach it to fetch like a dog. Traditionally, the blue milk bottle lids, you throw it, you run over, grab it, and bring it back for you. Not only that, you can train it to harness like a Komodo dragon, so it'll walk along on a dog chain and respond to shaky commands. You can even train this species to run to you when you call their name. They're absolutely extraordinary. And very sadly, they're also a highly threatened species. You see, they're perceived as an agricultural pest in some parts of Argentina, particularly amongst chicken farmers. They're so intelligent that they can manipulate gates and latches, so they're a bit like a fox, and they can be a little bit disorganisational, if you like, in a chicken farm.
Oh, now I've offended this American in the crowd. Oh, now I have to say something that's, familiar and reminds him of home. Well, strap my face to a pig and roll me in the mud. There we go. Alright, now, the Argentinian tegu is one of the world's most intelligent lizards. You see, when you're a zookeeper, you become obsessed with working out who's dumber than who. You generally start with the staff and work your way down through the animals. Now, this is the closing jaw muscle. And he bit one of my female keepers right on the patella, the kneecap. She was kneeling down, changing the water bowl, and he grabbed her on the kneecap. He closed his jaw with its full bite force and naturally just screamed in pain, and the staff leapt into action with cameras. Camera first, concern second. But 10 minutes later, it got really serious. He was still attached to Natalie's leg, and by this stage, the pain was just excruciating. It really was. Like, my sides looked so sore from laughing. Now.
Показывает, как он говорит, что вот этот, который я в руках, он его убьет, паук. Вот это. Вот это. Он сразу убивает человека. Человеку от этого плохо будет. Но вот от этого он очень похож на него. Только человеку будет плохо. Вот он его убьет. От этого он только. Видишь, он его шевелит. Все пауки засушенные, наверное, да? Не засушенные или живые? Засушенные, да? Такие огромные по сравнению с человеком, просто огромнейшие такие.
Это тарантулы.
Тарантулы. Ой-ой, а где у них? А, ну да, вот такие вот они, эти тарантулы. Спаси, сохрани. Спаси, сохрани.
Это эти самые, это не тарантулы, это шкуры, они сбрасывают.
Ну да, они как крабы меняют шкуру.
Это паук, нет, паук птицеед.
А, паук птицеед. Да, по-моему, и вот еще один по сравнению с моей рукой. Вот моя рука. Такая моя рука. Тарантула. Ой-ой. Огромный. Огромный. Это не было там, это другое, да? Что-то по-другому как-то называется. Это тут сидит, а это здесь лежит. Люди Люди вокруг ходят, смотрят на это безобразие. Так, идешь по лесу. И тут змеючка. Какая вот змеючка ползет. Что ей нужно, непонятно. Да, я вижу, что лежит. Тоже голову свою. Глаза закрыла, а это ползет во все. Что-то ищет. Даже страшно, чтобы она на меня не наползла, господи. Вот она какая длинная вся. Такая длиннющая. Что-то ищет. Змеючка. Вот такой дракончик у нас жил. Я его кормила. Он, наверное, 3 года у нас жил, да? Пока мы не купили дом и не переехали в новый дом. Переехали, и он убежал у нас. Залез на дерево и все, и убежал от нас.